Hello, good evening, everyone. Welcome back to Taylor B's Movie Reviews. Woo, woo, woo. This is a new location. I'm in my living room, in my PJs, so I'm very comfy, and I'm here to talk to you about the movie On the Rocks, which I just watched. I finished about 10 minutes ago. I wrote down all my thoughts so I can process everything. Um, some movies I like to sit and think on for a long time get a better to get a better understanding. This one wasn't one of those movies. But before I begin, On the Rocks is available on Apple Plus. If you don't have Apple Plus, it's $4.99. So not that bad, not that bad. And if you buy an Apple product, I believe you get it free for a year, which is what I did. So I'll pay for it until January. So yay me. Um, Anyway, so On the Rocks is directed by Sofia Coppola, who is best known for the movie Lost in Translation, which also stars Bill Murray. That movie is by far her best. I loved Lost in Translation. Um, so I would recommend that movie. She's also known for the movie called Somewhere, which was a very similar vibe to Lost in Translation, but it didn't reach the same heights as Lost in Translation did. Anyway, so I watched On the Rocks, which stars Bill Murray and Rashida Jones. It's about Rashida Jones's character is kind of having a midlife crisis. I guess you can call it that, a midlife crisis. Um, and she suspects that her husband is probably having an affair, and her father, which is played by Bill Murray, who is a kind of a playboy father, loves all the women, and all the women love him. Um, and they go on this little adventure together to go spy on her husband to see if it's true. So that's pretty much the plot. Um, Compared to her other films, Lost in Translation and Somewhere, this one actually has more story, more dialogue than those other ones. So if you don't like a movie with no dialogue, then you probably wouldn't like Lost in Translation or Somewhere because those are more just about the raw characters. Um, so this movie, On the Rocks, I found to be very pleasant. I was expecting kind of like a Lost in Translation kind of vibe. It wasn't that. There's a lot more dialogue, a lot more action um, than those quiet moments. But this movie was pleasant. It was um, a nice watch. Um, I thought that Rashida Jones did a fantastic job. We haven't seen her in this kind of role. She did a good job, making me feel bad for her. I truly felt bad for her, where I was like about to like almost get teary eyed a little bit. I'm like, I feel so. Ah, I think affairs are horrible. Um, Not a good thing to do. I don't recommend it. Um, yeah, so I thought Rashida Jones is definitely the best performance I've ever seen her in. She was in that show with Chris Pratt and Amy Poehler, Parks and Recreation. And she was also in The Office for a season or two. So she's known for those funny characters, and she has her funny moments in this movie, but it's more of a serious side to her that we've never seen. So I was very pleased at her work in this. Hopefully she'll get some more serious work later on. And Bill Murray, he's a scene stealer. I mean, what can you do? He's great in this role. I think he needs to work with Sofia Coppola more often. It seems to be like his best work is when he works with her. Um, he he was hilarious. I mean, his line delivery was just pitch perfect. And in one scene, they have this like little red car, and like the horn like pops and stuff. It's hilarious. So I thought Bill Murray did an excellent job. For awards wise, um, I have to see all the other films come out this year. This one was definitely a fun one. It wasn't like phenomenal, but I'm so glad I watched it at the same time. I don't know if that makes sense. Um, like I would definitely watch this movie again. I probably watch this again over the trial of the Chicago Seven. Even though I love the trial of the Chicago Seven. Um, but yeah, it was a good movie. If you're in the mood just for a good movie and a good laugh, a good story, I'd recommend it. It is rated R for a little language, but that's about it. So my overall score, I would give this movie a 3 out of 4. I had a fun time. I kind of want to watch it again, to be honest. Um, the only thing is that I thought the ending kind of wasn't as climactic as what you expect from Sofia Coppola, from especially Lost in Translation. Um, so that I think would say that was probably a little bit of a bummer, but it was still a good ending. Like I don't know, it was a good movie. So let me know down below if do you want to watch it or are you just kind of like I don't know whatever. But I enjoyed it. So feel free to like and subscribe, and I'll see you next time.